Hey guys, Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. Well, here we are. You won't believe it, but it's Monday. Took a day of vacation, and what a difference a few days makes. When I got out of the truck a few minutes ago, it read 69 degrees. 69 degrees. All right, guys, well, let me tell you what's been going on. So my last video, we posted all the storm damage and everything, and that was literally like, what, Friday of last week or something? Well, Saturday in East Texas was a Simmental sale. Basically a place in East Texas called 7P Ranch. And it's for a family of 7. It was like his, I don't know, 40th bull sale or heifer sale, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I thought about this, and you know, I posted in my last video that I lost some calves during the winter storm, and the total ended up being 5. That's pretty severe, guys. 5 is how many we lost. Some ranchers lost 10 to 12% of their herd because of the freezing temperatures, single digit, negative wind chills, and everything else. So here we are. I started thinking about it. So when I went to the sale, I went to get a Simmental bull because we raise Simmental Angus cattle because I believe crossbreeds give a little bit more oomph and genetics to it. I like the Simmental because it gives a little bit more frame size for easy calving. And I like the Angus aspect because, let's face it, Angus beef, marbling, that's where it's at. So I needed a Simmental bull. And there was one bull in particular I went to the sale to actually bid on, and it was going to be disappointing if I didn't get him. But I thought about all the calves that I lost, and I started thinking about it. And so all the cows that lost their baby calves, sorry guys, I'm going to load them up and sell them, and I replaced them with a couple of pairs. So Saturday we went in the snow to East Texas, which was like 2 hours away, to Tyler, Texas. And we went to a sale, a cattle sale. It was the weirdest thing I ever seen. I mean, snow on the ground, cows were covered with snow. It was so hard to see them. But anyway, I started bidding. Honestly, I think the turnout at the sale was incredibly low because of all of the harsh conditions. I think a lot of people couldn't make it. And so we came out and I picked up 2 pairs. And within the Simmental cattle breed, those 2 calves were AI calves. So in other words, they were artificially inseminated to some of the best Simmental bulls in the country. And this is really weird because here you go, you got 2 mamas and 2 calves, and this is what you call a community line because both calves are sucking off of one cow right now. Crazy, right? It is what it is. So anyway, lost 5 calves, but I immediately turned around and replaced it with 2 cows that are 3 years old and 2 calves going forward. So that's kind of the game. You know, you take 1 step back and 2 steps forward. And I really think God sometimes gives you those opportunities. And this was an opportunity that we needed. And we needed a couple of more young cows. And the fact that I'm getting 2 high pedigreed heifers out of it, I'm very pleased with the pairs that I got. But here's the guy I went to get. This is a 100% Simmental bull. And he is a young bull. He's what they would call a yearling. He was born in November of 2019. So November of 2020, he was 1 year old, and pretty good sized Simmental bull. He's 100% Simmental. But one thing about him, he ranks in the top 5% of the Simmental breed for calving ease and low birth weights. So when I breed him to Angus cattle, I should not have any problems with calves at all. The other thing is the feedback on all of the different traits. I mean, they track everything from weaning weight to birth weight to, yearling weight to days gained per pound to marbling to ribeye area to all-purpose index to total indexes. Long story short, this bull may not look like much at this point because he's so young, but genetically, this bull is off the chart, guys. He is in the top basically 20% in every single ranking. I'm just tickled to death to have him. I think he's going to be a good one. And not to mention, I'm a big fan of these black baldy or white face cattle, and I'm happy. My only concern is he's a little bit young. I really needed him to service about 20 calves this year, or 20 cows. And the rule of thumb is for every month they are old, in theory, that's the number of cows they should be able to handle. So if he's 16 months old, he should be able to breed 16 cows. It's going to be pretty rough on them though, because what happens is they turn 2 years old, they lose their teeth, they go to work, they lose weight, but you know what? I'm tickled to death, man. So it's been incredibly busy. All kinds of crap going on. I mean, between all the storm damage, I got here on Sunday. So Saturday we went to the sale, which was an all-day event. Sunday I got here and had to feed everything, analyze what was happening, make sure the fences were all good. And then Sunday I had to repair the well house plumbing, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But we got it all handled, and you know, you can't keep somebody down, and this is what you got to do. You persevere, you press forward, and I'm not going backwards. So as bad as last week was, I took the opportunity on Saturday to turn a negative into a positive. I feel good about what I did genetically for my herd, and we're moving forward. So, all right, guys, so that's where we're at. Now I got to go to work tomorrow, being Tuesday, and we'll go from there. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, turning them out. I decided I'd throw them in here with the first-year heifers. That way there'd be a little less fighting going on. The mama cows were bigger than most of these first-year heifers. So hopefully they'll all be calm and chill, and we'll go from there. Thanks. Okay, so I'm in the pecan orchard, and once again, it's like a beautiful day, 70 degrees. But that was not the case a few days ago. So this is what we call the well house. And this is where we have the water well, which its sole purpose was for irrigation of the pecan orchard. It's insulated. The walls are insulated. We do have a light bulb in there. And I have to tell you, I asked somebody to put a light bulb in there, and I'm not sure which one of the family members. It could have been me. Anyway, long story short, we had a low wattage bulb in there, and it just didn't generate enough heat to keep this little room warm enough where the pipes wouldn't freeze. And all of these pipes that you see down here, I'll post another picture, but all of the plumbing busted, so I had to re-plumb the entire well house. And the reason I did that is not only, even though we don't need to irrigate the pecans today, it also actually goes to an outside faucet, and it also goes to a water tank inside of the corral. So very important that I had water. So yesterday was spent absolutely hauling butt, trying to replumb this, going to all the hardware stores to find the proper fittings, and glory be to God, we finally got it done. But anyway, there you go, guys. There's the post-winter storm farm update, taking one step backwards, 2 steps forward. It's all good. Glory be to God. Hey guys, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment, hit the subscribe button. Love to hear from you. But things are going our way of telephone Texas now. Thanks, guys.